What's going on, guys? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and these are my NBA DFS contenders for Thursday, March 5th. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Use that promo code CONTENDER for 50% off your first week of Awesemo Plus. And the big one, follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman, so you can get updates to this list throughout the day as news breaks. Terry Rozier is on the outside looking in. Who will be the top 10 plays for today? It's time to find out. Coming in at number 10, we've got Kawhi Leonard. 9,200 on FanDuel, 9,300 on DraftKings. It's a big-time pace-up spot for the Clippers. Houston's defense, nothing to write home about. Kawhi's been a 1.4 fantasy point per minute guy for the past 30 days. It's what I've got him projected for here. The FanDuel price is what I'm looking for, particularly at power forward. 9,200 works perfectly. That is pretty clearly the spot that I want him, and I'm not all that interested anywhere else. Coming in at number 9, we're going to Philadelphia. I hate this team. Mustache incoming. It's Tobias Harris. Once again, this is primarily a FanDuel play. 7,100 for a small forward on a 4-game slate looks great. I've got him in for about 1.1 fantasy points per minute. Sacramento is a totally neutral matchup. This pace, dead on neutral. 0 gain, 0 loss. Sacramento's defense slightly better than average. Tobias Harris just has a lot to take on with Ben Simmons out, Joel Embiid out, Josh Richardson out. Don't be afraid to roster him on SuperDraft too. 1.45x multiplier. It's going to be one of the better ones on this 4-gamer. Coming in, number 8, Russell Westbrook, 10.6 on FanDuel, 10K on DraftKings. No multiplier whatsoever on SuperDraft, but I'm giving him 36 minutes. Monster usage, projected for 38 and 7. This dude can fill up the stat sheet. Been playing so much better over the past 2 months. Worked out a lot of the shooting 3 issues in that he stopped doing it, having a dramatic effect on his efficiency. Clippers are a tough matchup. This is going to feel like a playoff game, but it's a mild pace-up spot even for Houston. 1.44 fantasy points per minute is my expectation in this one. I like him clear across the board. FanDuel's the best price, then Yahoo, then DraftKings. SuperDraft is going to be a tough sell without the multiplier. Now, if Russell Westbrook isn't your cup of tea, number 7, his teammate, James Harden. Similar projection, 36 minutes here. 1.47 fantasy points per minute for this game. He's been at 1.54 over the past 30 days, so the reports of his demise have been greatly exaggerated. 11-2 on FanDuel is a pretty big tag. You get a little bit of positional flexibility with point guard, shooting guard on DK at 10-7. I'm a little bit more likely to get to him on SuperDraft, but again, still no multiplier. Makes it a little tough. That Yahoo $54 price, while massive, is one that I would want to pay attention to. For right now, I'm prioritizing Harden just slightly over Russell Westbrook, but I don't really see anything changing to make one jump out in front of the other. It's going to be difficult to pick between the two. The margins are razor thin. Okay, coming in at number 6, we've got Serge Ibaka. Now, I get it. He's questionable. Fred VanVleet's questionable. Marc Gasol is questionable. The way that shakes out is going to be massive because people are going to be interesting in a matchup against Golden State. I'm going with the assumption that Fred VanVleet and Ibaka are in and Marc Gasol is out, but stay tuned to my Twitter for news throughout the day so that I could update this list. I'm giving him 29 minutes. Golden State's defense, not very good. Slight pace-up spot for the Raptors. We're talking about a guy that's like a fantasy point per minute, gets a little bit of a boost because of the matchup. 6K power forward on FanDuel, which I think is key. But I love him on DraftKings. I love him on Yahoo. This is a guy you want to have in your lineup if he's playing and Marc Gasol is out. Can't all just be pay-up options. Number 5, Furkan Korkmaz making his debut in the contenders. I've got him in for 28 minutes right now. I'm only projecting him for 0.77 fantasy points per minute in this game. He's been at 0.86 over the past 30 days, so I feel like I'm even being a little pessimistic, which is great because he's still showing up here. 4,100 on FanDuel, like it. Shooting guard, small forward, 4,500 on DraftKings is perfect. He's going to make a lot of lineups work. I like him a little bit better on DK, but I like him most on Yahoo, where he is the flat minimum. He's going to help make a lot of things work. if you're trying to become a baller. So get Furkan Korkmaz there. That's really difficult to say. But honestly, get him everywhere except for Superdraft. Now, I expect Kyle Lowry, the number 4 guy, to be involved in this list no matter what. Whether Fred VanVleet plays or not, Serge plays or not, Marc Gasol plays or not. Because Kyle Lowry is just $7,300 on FanDuel. That is a broken price. He's been playing very well. 1.15 fantasy points per minute as of late. You cannot beat that $7,300 price tag. $8,600 on DraftKings. I don't even like him unless you get Ibaka, Gasol, and VanVleet out. Then I think that you have to at least entertain $8,600. But for now, he is not in play for me. This is primarily a FanDuel play, but he looks really good on Yahoo and Superdraft. 1.4x multiplier will be in play no matter what the injury status is. He's going to roast Golden State, as he should. Steph Curry back, knocking a little bit of the rust off. Maybe Lowry will go toe-to-toe. I want some Kyle. Coming in at number 3, we're heading back to Philadelphia. Shake Milton was on a bit of a heater, cooled off in the last one. I think that he can rebound here, particularly on FanDuel, where he's just $5,400. Right now, you only need 37 points to hit your GPP goal at that salary. I think that is more than attainable. I've got him in for 16 points and 6 assists. He's going to have to play a ton of minutes. I'm not really worried about Sacramento, both defensively. The pace is fine. 1.75 multiplier is pretty nice on a 4-game slate, and $19 on Yahoo might actually be his best price. I anticipate Shake Milton being on this top 10 the entire day, regardless of news. Okay, coming in at number 2, another man with a questionable tag, but if he is in, boy, does he look good here. Devonte Graham, $5,900 on FanDuel, $5,800 on DraftKings. I love both of those prices. Now, over the past 30 days, he's been playing at a 0.94 fantasy point per minute rate. We know that his game has been down. The appealing part is I'm projecting him slightly less than that for this game, and he still looks like a fantastic mid-tier value. He works if you're going balanced or stars and scrubs. You just need him to be in the game. I'd play him everywhere, but FanDuel and DraftKings are absolutely the spot that I'm looking for. If he ends up out, you would expect to see Rozier enter this top 10. Denver's a kind of a scary place to play just because of the altitude, but at the same time, I have no idea if this game is even in Denver. It's not, it's in Charlotte. Don't worry about the altitude, everybody. It's not relevant. Could have swore that said away. I realized that I don't even have that notation on the screen. So what that means is play Devonte Graham if he is in. That's easy, right? And finally, coming in at number 1, another man with a Q tag, hasn't been in for a couple days. I think he's going to be back here, but as always, pay close attention to the news and let me know in the comment section of this video, who is your number 1 contender for today? I've got to look at VanVleet. As long as he is in, I'm going to be interested in this price tag. $6,100 on FanDuel, $6,500 on DK. I like him on Yahoo. I like him on Superdraft. I think he works clear across the board. If he plays, he's playing legitimate minutes. So I've got him in for 36. It's going to be like just slightly north of a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy. Golden State, once again, not very good. They've got their own problems with health. No idea if Draymond Green is going to play. That would be a benefit if he were able to sit out again. Steph Curry being back, probably a benefit for Fred VanVleet as well. Makes it a little bit more likely that this game stays close. I have my eye close. I have my eye close? I have my eye on the Toronto Raptors today, and I want to pay close attention, that's where we needed the word close, to their injury news. VanVleet, Gasol, and Ibaka are going to make up like 100 plus potential minutes for this game. This could have a very different look as we get closer to lock. And that's why you need to follow me on Twitter. Alrighty, guys, that is it. Those are my top 10 DFS contenders for Thursday, March 5th. Once again, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Use that promo code CONTENDER for 50% off your first week of Awesemo Plus. And as I've mentioned ad nauseum, follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to this list throughout the day as news breaks, like whether or not Fred VanVleet is actually playing. I'm not on any shows tonight, and I've got an appointment to get a mustache today. So tune in to the NBA Strategy Show tomorrow at 9:30 while I unveil my freshly shaved face and show my overall sadness for the fact that I look terrible. Best of luck tonight, guys. I will talk to you again in the morning.